Well, hello again, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. In today's video, we're going to be looking at your person's actions versus their feelings, just because we know that some people act in a very confusing way. Sometimes it's completely different from how they actually feel inside, or maybe you don't even know how they feel and you want to know if their actions correspond. But we're just going to try and get as much clarity as possible as to why your person is behaving in the way they do, as well as how they really feel on the inside. Before we get started, as always, I want to take a moment to make sure that you guys are remembering to care for yourselves. We all know that we're supposed to drink water, but it matters that you drink enough. So if you haven't had a chance to drink any water today, I really do hope that you take this as your reminder to go and grab some water to sip on as you watch this video. And if you've been sitting in the same position for too long, more than an hour, you might want to get up and walk around for just a few seconds. It doesn't have to be too much, but your joints, your muscles, and your bones will thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the video. As you guys can see, hopefully it's not too confusing with the angle, but they have numbers on them with the astrology die. So it's going to go from left to right. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll give you guys a moment to breathe, meditate, pause the video if you need to, and we'll go ahead and get started with pile 1. Okay, well, hello my beautiful friends who chose pile 1. So if you guys felt attracted to the Wizard's Tarot and you chose this beautiful purple astrology die, then this reading is for you, and we're gonna find out how your person feels, and if it's different from the way that they're acting. The first thing we're gonna do for you guys, pile 1, is try and get a read on your person's actions, their behavior towards you right now. What does it look like? Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 1's person and their behavior? Tell me how pile 1's person is behaving. We're just gonna draw a few cards here, you guys. I'll do one more. Okay, we got 2 more. All right, so we have the Moon, the 6 of Cups, the Magician, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Star. Okay. So pile 1, I'm feeling like this is someone you've possibly known since childhood, or you had a previous relationship with them before reconnecting with them later on. But I'm feeling like you are oftentimes very confused on how your person feels. It's like they say things to you and they're not showing any signs of dishonesty, but sometimes you feel like they're not showing signs of honesty either, and so you feel like there's something beneath the surface that they're not telling you, but they're very good at closing themselves off and redirecting the conversation with this Magician here in a way where they can give you a lot of answers, but it's not really directly answering your question. With this 10 of Cups and this 2 of Cups here, it's really possible that you and your person have fallen in love before. You could be in love presently, you could be in a relationship presently, but I'm sensing a very strong emotional and spiritual connection between you. I'm feeling like there is a deep attraction, there's a deep desire to be around each other because there's just so much chemistry. I think that it's really possible, a lot of you guys, pile 1, that you're in contact with your person right now, just because of how much I'm sensing your person is acting on this desire that they feel towards you. This chemistry you have with each other, conversations flow very easily. It seems like it's easy to have lighthearted back and forth, but at the same time you can get to something deeper, more meaningful, this Two of Cups here, and you also feel like it's not unreasonable to envision a future with your person. With this star coming up here, the star is associated with Aquarius, so you or your person could be an Aquarius, and we have the moon coming up here, so Cancer or Pisces could also be relevant. The Two of Cups has a relation to Pisces as well. But you know, I'm really sensing that there is a lot of chemistry in the air, a lot of closeness and a feeling of familiarity in this connection, and your person knows that you're hoping for a future here. They don't really have the most clear plan for what's going to happen in the future. They're trying to just go with the flow and really enjoy the feelings that they're feeling towards you. But let's get some more information on the way that they're acting. Okay, we've got a couple cards popping out already, but I just want to grab a couple more. Spirit, how's pile one's person acting right now? Okay, so yes, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Eight of Swords, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. It's really possible that your person is really popular, or they're very used to being in the public eye, performing, things along those lines. I believe the Six of Wands is associated with Leo, but I'm sensing that they're very good at putting on a facade that allows them to protect their true feelings from the public eye. You know, they're very good at acting in a superficial way, and they're very good at pretending they feel differently from how they're acting. You know, I'm sensing this energy of hyper independence. We have the Star card here, which is a representation of healing and hope, but it's also a representation of supporting others, acting as a friend to others on a very large scale. And I feel like Aquarius energy, it sort of lends towards someone who's taking the responsibility of the world on their shoulders. They're taking on the burdens of every single other person, and they're very good at taking care of themselves. They don't want to be a burden on anybody else. They don't want to make it so anyone needs to take care of them, and they also don't want to put themselves in a position where they feel like someone is taking care of them. And I'm sensing that that is your person, pile one. You know, they always want to act like they're strong, like they're too strong for anything to get to them. They always want to pretend that there's nothing deeper bothering them, and they are most comfortable presenting themselves as someone who doesn't care as much as they really do. So I'm feeling like your person has these deeper feelings towards you. And if you don't know where you stand with them, it's because they don't feel like it's an option to express these emotions, because it would be offering up their true vulnerability, and it would be making their feelings public in a way that's really uncomfortable for them. So if they make their feelings known, that's really uncomfortable. But I feel like they're showing you through gestures, through actions. Maybe this person is texting you back very frequently, stopping what they're doing to talk to you, spending time with you, etc. And I'm feeling like these gestures are showing you that they care, but it's a different language than you guys speak, pile one. I'm feeling like you want 1,000 times more than what this person is giving you. And yes, you see that they're putting themselves out there in this connection, but you still don't really know where you stand, and you need much more clear gestures of affection to feel loved and to feel like someone's showing you that affection. And so I think that your person's just not really ready to take the step into behaving how you wish that they would. But let's read a little bit more on your person's emotions and feelings towards you, you guys. Spirit, what do we need to know about pile one's person and their feelings? So we're just going to put these cards right over the first ones we drew. So we have the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, as well as the Two of Cups, the Star, wow, the Hermit, and the Four of Wands. I just find that to be incredible that both the Two of Cups and the Star have repeated themselves here. We also have that King of Swords, which lends further into that Aquarius energy. But let me draw just 2 more, you guys. Ooh, wow, those flew out. All right, 3 more. Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So, you know, Pile 1, I'm feeling like you guys are very lucky. You're asking about a connection where your feelings are very mutual and your person is romantically interested in you. You know, I'm sensing that this individual is new to romance and to vulnerability. You know, I think that they are very used to their independence and they're very content with being on their own. And partnership is something that's, it's unfamiliar to them, but I feel like they would be happy to enter into that for you. There's a lot of romantic emotion here. There's a strong desire for a deeper connection, a deeper relationship, Pile 1. Your person really wants to enter into a partnership with you, and if you haven't gotten an offer from them yet, I think you're going to get an offer soon, and you're gonna get clarity on how they feel. And I don't often say that, like, you're literally on the brink of this person telling you the way that they feel, but I think that that's what's coming. This King of Swords, this Ace of Swords, they've come to a conclusion on what they want to do, and it's to tell you how they feel. It's to offer a partnership. It's to fall in love with you. If you haven't already fallen in love with this person and you haven't already gotten the message that they love you, I believe that that's where this connection is headed with this Two of Cups here. They want to tell you that they have romantic feelings for you and that they want a future for this relationship. You know, again, they've been a lone wolf. They've spent a lot of time on their own and without a relationship in their life. And I think they're really wanting to start into a new adventure, to offer you the world. They have high hopes for this relationship. They feel like it has a great amount of potential and they're really, really confident in that emotion. They don't have any questions for themselves. They're like, this is my person. Wow, Pile 1, you guys are so lucky for this energy, honestly. We have this Two of Cups coming up here twice. We have the Star coming up twice. You know, I think that there's just a great deal of blessings surrounding this connection and surrounding this energy. And then we have this Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands coming forward here, you guys. That's some beautiful soulmate counterpart energy. If you're not adding in this Four of Wands, the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups is always a beautiful sign that you're going to get an offer for a deeper relationship. For some of you, it could definitely be engagement. I'm sensing that some of you may already have a family with your person. You may already share a home with your person or something along those lines. But I think they're about to come to you very seriously and they're about to tell you something very beautiful with their feelings. You know, I think that with their actions, they're showing you that they're romantically interested and that's the way that they feel inside, and they're going to communicate that to you. And they're going to do that fearlessly. Like, they are coming in hot with this Knight of Wands coming here and this King of Swords next to the Ace of Swords. I mean, these are all just beautiful signs that your person is coming in hot. They don't really feel any obstacles in the way, and they feel like it's time to tell you how they feel and to graduate this relationship into something more. So there's going to be some cause for celebration very soon, you guys. But let's go ahead and read a little bit more into this. How is Pile 1's person going to act in the near future, Spirit? We're just going to draw a few cards here. How is Pile 1's person going to act in the near future? We have the Sun. Wow. You guys, I don't even know. This energy is so positive. It's creepy, honestly. I never get readings that are this positive. It's so refreshing, but it's like eerie how everything that comes out is like a good sign. We have the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Wands, like you guys are in this last stretch before your person makes their feelings known, before they make it like public that they want to be with you. They see all of these beautiful qualities in you, and they're not afraid to say it. Like they see a future with you. They see a path here. They see happiness. We have the Seven of Swords. Like, I think that they've been sitting on this information for a while and you haven't really known, but they've been preparing on expressing themselves in this romantic way and letting you guys know. And I think it's just a matter of time before they come forward here. And we have this Queen of Pentacles. I think that you're going to be receiving an offer. You know, she's holding this coin, and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I think that some action is coming, you guys. Let's take a look at the Island Time Wellness Oracle. Spirit, what is coming for Pile 1's connection with their person? Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Bliss. You're going to be falling in love, you guys. There's going to be some love. Seduction, attraction, flirting, hooking up. Stabbed in the back. Can we get some clarity on stabbed in the back, Spirit? Separation. Maybe you guys have been through a separation with this person recently. We had that Six of Cups. Like, I'm sensing maybe you're reconnecting with someone who you recently had a long separation with, or you could be asking about someone who you've had a separation with, or you're in the midst of one, and there's just this powerful energy that they're going to be coming forward to give you exactly what you're searching for. Addiction, codependence, obsession. Okay, so these were clarifiers for stabbed in the back. So I'm sensing that you've been through a lot of codependent relationships, a lot of wanting for someone to reciprocate their emotions, you guys, or reciprocate your emotions and feel the same way that you feel, want the same things that you want. Maybe you've even gone as far as like trying to force a connection even though you know it's not there. And I think that that phase is really about to be over for you. We have I like you at the bottom of the deck. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. You know, I feel like your person wants something more with you, and I think you're finally going to be entering into a phase in your life, Pile 1, where you're not dealing with, you know, someone who doesn't reciprocate your feelings. I think that you're going to finally be able to sit back and take your hands off the reins and take your hands off that steering wheel, and your person's going to be the one who takes the initiative and shows you that they want you without you having to ask. So some very beautiful energies here, Pile 1. Let's close out this reading with some channeled messages, obviously. So Spirit, what does Pile 1's person need to tell them? Which of these messages are true to their person's heart? Which of these are true to their person's heart? So first thing coming out, you are the song in my heart. Very beautiful. Let's take a look at these other ones that popped out. There is no need to worry about us. Yes, I feel like this is the lesson that you guys are going to be learning from this connection, or at least the message here for this connection. You are on my mind this month. Okay, a lot of you guys who are in separation with who you're asking about, there's a powerful energy suggesting that this person's going to be coming forward for some communication. Yes, okay, so is it really over? I think this person just doesn't think that you guys are going to end things, that the separation's going to be permanent. For those of you who are in a separation, you know, they are like, absolutely not. This isn't really over. I'm going to be coming forward. I regret what I did to you back then. And let's draw a few more, Pile 1. Okay. Sorry. And I'm going to draw this one, and I feel like, yeah, okay. But I just want to talk about this card again real quick, because we were, the subject of this reading is their feelings versus their actions. They regret something that they did to you. Maybe they made you feel like they, weren't valuing you, or they didn't care for you. And I feel like they really want to come forward and make something right, based on whatever it is that they did. I can't wait till I can show you off. You guys, they have that Six of Wands, they have the Sun. Like, they want to make their feelings known. They want to make it public. You really hurt me. So, again, I'm feeling like this is someone you've known for a long time. So maybe you said something that was hurtful in the past. Maybe you guys have already discussed this, because I'm sensing that this energy isn't as in pain as it once was. So, maybe there was some sort of painful exchange between the two of you, some sort of painful event, but I think you both are really healing from it. Kiss me. So that's very beautiful. Your person just feels that strong affection, that strong intention. And I honestly need some space. I do feel like some of you guys could be waiting on a response from your person. That's what I was getting at that Seven of Swords. Like, you could be waiting for them to reach out, or you could be really confused because you had like a really affectionate or like this strong chemistry in an interaction recently, and now you're really confused as to why you're not getting the follow-up communication with this person. And I think it's because they just need some time to work out how they're going to tell you how they feel. I think that they're just trying to strategize and trying to decide what they're going to say. That's what I'm getting really strongly for you guys, pile one. But let's close out this reading with some letter and astrology charms, and also we will roll the dice. But Spirit, which of these could connect to pile one? Gonna grab a few letters, and we'll grab a couple more letters. Okay. So for zodiacs, you guys got Taurus and Libra, and you got Sagittarius, Gemini again, and Cancer and Pisces. Wow. Okay, and then for letters, you guys got K, I, S, T, G, C, and O. So these could be your sign, it could be their sign, it could be big three, and these letters could spell something for you, or it's your initials, it's their initials, whatever the case may be. But obviously the charms don't have to resonate. It is a general reading, and whatever resonated with you in the pile is what resonated with you. But lastly, let's go ahead and roll your astrology dice. Spirit, what does pile one need to know? Okay, so we have Cancer, Mercury in the second house. Mercury and Cancer into the second house. Yeah, so, Cancer is about those hidden emotions. It's about someone who usually protects themselves because of how deeply they're feeling something. And, there are so many deep, beautiful emotions and feelings inside of Cancer, even though sometimes they try to act like that's not there. We've had Cancer come up in the reading as well. So the sign itself could resonate with you, but I am sensing that just with Mercury and Cancer, someone is going to express these deeper emotions and these deeper feelings. The second house is a beautiful symbol of, pleasure, of love, of value. I think that there's going to be abundance coming forward for this connection, and your person is about to speak that emotional truth, and it's going to be a very good one for a lot of you. The number 2 in itself could resonate with you guys, but these are just some very good signs in terms of astrology. With that being said, that is all that I have for your reading today, Pile 1. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and that it resonated with you. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a private reading from me, then I'll have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for more information on prices and the services I offer and everything like that. I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink water. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello, my beautiful friends who chose pile 2. So you guys felt attracted to the Vivid Journey Tarot and also this beautiful blue sparkly astrology die, and this reading is for you. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys, pile 2, is get a read on your person's current actions. So how is your person acting towards you? Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 2's person and their actions? We have the King of Pentacles. This is connected with Taurus energy. So you or your person could be a Taurus. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. And we'll just start off with that for now. So your person could be physically distant from you guys right now, pile 2. You know, I'm sensing that a lot of you guys are questioning where you stand in their life because you haven't had the pleasure of experiencing them physically in a really long time. So I think there's like a wall up between you. I think it could be distance or it could be a communicative wall, but I feel like you guys haven't seen each other physically in a long time. I'm sensing that your person is sort of caught up with themselves right now. They have maybe made an important decision for their financial journey recently, and they're really focused on securing a consistent source of income or just like a prosperous financial future in general. Again, you know, it's possible your person traveled away somewhere recently or walked away from this connection because they needed to do something for their career or for their finances. And this doesn't have to be recently. It could be a while ago that this triggered a separation between you guys, but I am sensing that, you know, your person chose some sort of career or financial situation over you guys and maybe walked away from the connection, and since then you haven't seen each other physically. But let's take more of a look here at how your person is acting towards you guys, pile 2. Let's riffle shuffle again because I'm just feeling like it. But what do we need to know, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Tower. And then we also have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords. So it's possible you guys recently heard from your person out of nowhere after a long time. You know, I am getting this energy in a lot of readings lately, I think because of the recent Venus retrograde and then the Mercury retrograde that was still persisting once Venus went direct. But I'm feeling like a lot of people are hearing from someone who you knew in the past and someone who you just really didn't expect to hear from. I'm sensing that could be the case with you guys, pile 2. And if you haven't heard from your person recently, I do sense that you guys have someone from your past who just you're not expecting in a million years to come forward and communicate with you. I sense that they're going to come forward and talk to you about something and maybe help make peace in your heart over something that happened, because this Four of Swords here makes me feel like something that they did in the past made you feel thrown to the side. It made you feel disrespected. It made you feel like, you know, your person did this for reasons you didn't understand, and you started to blame yourself for the situation. And I think that they want to come forward and make it clear that they did something for their own health and for their own well-being, and it wasn't necessarily about, you know, rejecting you or treating you poorly. It was more about preserving their own self-interest and their own health and well-being at the time. But I am sensing for you guys, pile 2, with this Queen of Pentacles coming up, with the Queen of Cups, as well as this Lover's energy here. You know, I think it's possible your person was involved in a marriage in the past, some kind of financial agreement, financial contract, and it's possible for some of you they chose that past partner over you at some point, because I'm seeing them needing to secure their financial future and coming back to someone who was able to do that for them, even though they felt more strongly toward you guys. And maybe that only resonates with a select few of you, but I am sensing that this person maybe had a financial contract with someone, a financial agreement, and they ended up choosing that situation over their feelings toward you. But I am feeling like they've been sitting on a very deep and complex well of emotions towards you guys, and they feel like they have gotten themselves to a place where it is completely safe to come forward and communicate how they've been feeling. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus or Virgo energy. The King of Pentacles, you know, would represent Capricorn or Taurus energy. So I am feeling like some earth signs might be relevant here. We have the Lovers, which is connected with Gemini. So those could resonate with you guys, but I am sensing that your person is in a place where they've secured themselves financially. They've secured themselves in terms of career, in terms of location, whatever it was that made it so that they had to sort of fly away or walk away from the connection in the past. I'm definitely sensing that they're sort of coming full circle, maybe coming home, coming back to a place that they haven't seen in a long time, and you know, it could be wherever you guys are, but I am sensing that they now feel very secure and confident in the idea of contacting you, and I think they're going to come forward soon, if they haven't already, and say something very shocking about the way that they feel, because I think that they've always felt a very strong romantic love for you, or just a strong love for you in general if you're asking about a platonic relationship, and they're really ready to come forward and honor that and express themselves about that, whereas they weren't able to before. But let's take more of a look at how your person is feeling about you, pile 2. Spirit, how is pile 2's person currently feeling? And we will just be drawing these cards right over these ones. But we have the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Just need a few more here. And the 8 of Cups coming up again. It's always so fun to see those repeats. But let's see, we have the 5 of Swords. Oh. The 4 of Swords coming up again. The 3 of Pentacles. And we'll just draw 2 more, you guys. The Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So I am definitely sensing for a lot of you that you're asking about a connection where there's a separation, and there isn't only a communicative separation. I think for a lot of you guys there could be a physical one. You know, your person could be abroad, they could be traveling, they could be doing something completely different with their life. I think a lot of you guys are wondering how your person's feeling even though there's a distance and even though there's been some time between you. I think that there were some unresolved energies in this connection, a lot of confusion, a lot of wondering why your person behaved the way they did, why they spent the time to, you know, get to know you or connect with you, if they were going to do what they ended up doing. You know, I do think that your person feels like they disappointed you somehow. They feel like they disappointed you, but they make peace with that by acknowledging that what they needed to do was walk away, and that was what was best for their health. And they have successfully recovered their health now. Whatever the case may be, I think they were lacking in some sort of, I'm hearing nutrient. I was going to say resource, but I'm hearing nutrient. It's like they needed to feed a part of themselves that was dying, or else, they could maybe have literally been starving and they were in the threat of doing so, and they needed to work on their finances. But I see them doing a lot of inner work to ensure that that part of themselves is nurtured now, and they're in a really solid place, and they're ready to come forward and collaborate with you when it comes to their choices for what they're going to do in their life. I'm sensing that they made this choice in the past without really consulting you. They didn't even really give you a say on whether or not they would leave your life, but now they're ready to come forward and talk about the decision that they made back then. With this Five of Swords, it makes me feel like you guys felt really left out of their choice to leave your life. Like they sort of made the decision on their own and didn't really give you a say, and they took that power away from you, even though I think you felt very entitled to more control over the scenario. So I'm sensing that they really acknowledge that they made that choice on their own, and that they were caught up in their own goals, their own desires, needs, etc., issues, right? And they want to come forward and discuss it with you and acknowledge that they didn't show you enough respect. With this Wheel of Fortune here and this Ace of Wands, I think that your person always saw reconnecting with you as a definite thing that was going to happen, as inevitable. I'm feeling like whenever they walked away, they were like, this is going to come back around. I'm going to eventually address this. I'm going to have a conversation about it. I'm going to make this right, but I have to do this work in my life first. But I think that you guys would be very surprised to know how strong a desire your person has always had to come forward and make things right, because they've always seen you in a positive light. I'm sensing that some of you guys, you blamed yourself for this situation, and they want to come forward and take the blame. They want to come forward and say, hey, take that off your shoulders. You were always someone that I valued, someone I was attracted to, someone I had these beautiful, excited, childlike feelings for. It's just that I had to do something else, but it wasn't about something you did, and you need to take that responsibility off your shoulders. And I think that part of what connects you guys too is that you're both feeling responsible for the separation in different ways, and now you're going to be able to actually come forward and collaborate and work with each other in order to move forward from the past. And I see them feeling a strong inspiration, a strong desire to get the gears turning in this relationship again and get things moving forward. So I do think if you haven't heard from your person recently, you're going to hear from them soon, and their intentions are very positive here. But let's read a little bit more into what's going to be happening in the near future, pile 2. What are we going to be seeing in terms of your person's actions? Because we know that they're feeling this desire to move things forward. They feel like it's been enough time and they want to reconnect. What can you guys expect from their actions in the near future? Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 2's person? We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, so you guys might be feeling some bitterness toward this individual. You might be feeling like, yeah, they'd better come take responsibility for this situation. And I am sensing that holding on to those feelings has not only been a detriment to you, but it's sort of been a detriment to the process of finding peace in this connection, because I think it's forced your person to need to find a lot more confidence in their own journey in order to feel ready to approach you. Because I think that in the 5D, they're fully aware of how they're going to be received when they try to communicate. And so it's forced them to earn a lot more confidence and security within themselves before they've been ready to come forward. We have that Ace of Wands. Action's going to be taken. I always see wands, and its connection with fire as action. Fire is the breath of creation. It's what creation is birthed from, and it means that something physical, something real is going to be coming into the world. Someone's going to take action, and they desire to do so. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, let's get some more before I keep talking. Justice. You know, I'm definitely getting some air sign energy. That Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, Justice. So you or your person could be a Libra. Could be a Gemini. We have that Lovers card. We have the Devil. I'm just gonna draw like 2 more. The Lovers coming out again. It's always very interesting. And the King of Wands. It's very interesting when both the Devil and the Lovers seem to come forward as they are counterparts of each other. And this is Gemini, this is Capricorn energy. You know, I'm definitely sensing that your person is going to be the one to take the initiative. I think that a lot of you guys have felt an inner intention or desire to communicate with your person, right? You've wanted to reach out, but I think you've had too much pride to do so. Like, this has come up in your mind so much that you're so frustrated that you're like, if that's what it's going to take for me to be released from the shackles of this connection and these emotions and thinking about this person, I want to be the one to reach out. But I'm sensing that something in your gut has stopped you from doing so, or you've maybe even started to take the steps to do it, but then you held back and you felt like, never mind, you know what I mean? And I think it's because intuitively you know that in order for things to work the way they're supposed to, you have to wait for your person to take the initiative. So follow that intuition and understand that your person's going to be coming forward when they're ready. And I think that they have freed themselves from a lot of karmic energies. I think that both of you, at the time that you knew each other, were right in the thick of it. You were right in the midst of some karmic energies. They were, you were, it just wasn't ready to happen. But you've overcome those challenges in your life now. And I think you're ready to really have a more healthy union where you guys are on the same page. So I do see some action coming forward. The scales are going to be rebalanced. You know, you're going to feel like you're being treated fairly again, or like, you know, you're going to get some closure about the unfair ways that you were treated. I think you were just both sitting on this energy for a while and it was only in your thoughts, and now it's going to come forward in your actions because you just can't get over it. But I see you just, this person coming forward into your life, coming forward to communicate, it's going to push you through the threshold of just a completely new phase in your life. And you're going to be releasing some old energies as a result. And they may be like the quintessential symbol of those old energies you couldn't release. And it's not even that you need them to give you closure. I think you guys have found plenty of closure on your own. I don't think you need them anymore to give you any closure, but I think that just the symbolic representation of this connection holding you back is going to be released through them coming forward and like giving you peace. Let's take a look. Ooh, we have soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, contract. We have the Justice card here as well. I am definitely sensing that you are really pivotal in this person's journey and they are really pivotal in yours. Like, it is written in the stars. You guys are meant to know each other, to connect with each other, and to inspire this growth. Like, I feel like you single-handedly, like your higher self in the 5D, you took your person's hand and up until now you did not let go. Like, you guys pulled each other out of the trenches. You pulled each other out of that karmic energy and into alignment with love. Engagement ring, like some of you guys could be getting an offer for an engagement. Oh, we have not enough in the reverse. That popped out in the reverse. So, you know, some feelings of insecurity. Again, I feel like you guys have been taking on this burden, feeling like it was your fault. Your person's going to take that off of you. Self-indulgence, focus on the self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation, stabbed in the back. Like maybe your person did something to stab you in the back, but you're going to heal from it. Yep, hammer, rebuilding, working on it. Wedding rings, wow. Engagement ring, wedding rings, soulmates, like the Lovers coming up twice. Like, I think your person is coming in hot, you guys. This is going to be some serious stuff. But let's close off this reading with some messages from your person. So Spirit, what does pile 2's person need to say to them? Which of these messages are truest to their person's heart? which of these messages are true to their heart. And I'm just going to draw a bunch all at once so that we can read them all at the same time. Spirit, what does pile 2's person need to say to them? Okay. We'll take these and we'll read these. Okay, pile 2. I like to imagine you telling me that you love me. So this person really wants you to like them. They get a thrill out of it, and I think that they feel the same way. It's something that they like to think about. I love how much you care about others. Okay. I am so proud of you. Maybe you guys have done a lot of growth, a lot of work since you last spoke. I was just talking about this. Like, you could have been in the trenches. Maybe they were too, but I think you guys definitely left those scenarios. You didn't do anything wrong. You guys, what have I been saying this whole reading? That like your person feels like you've been taking the burden, like the responsibility. You feel like you're the reason the connection ended, but that's not the case. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. It was a personal thing for them. I feel like you're haunting me. Absolutely. It's like a magnet is attracting me to you. I can't walk away. Wow. Powerful. I'm opening up with you because you make me feel safe. You know, I feel like in a way, this is energetic consent, right? To like read into their energy of like, you're getting these messages from them because they feel safe to communicate it with you. I can't seem to get you off my mind. I still imagine us being together. Wow, pile 2, some beautiful messages coming out here. Okay, so we are going to roll your astrology dice. Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know moving forward? Okay, so we have North Node and Cancer in the 5th house. So, you know, you guys definitely could have like a past life connection with this person, or again, it could feel like a past life. You could have known each other when you were very young or even in childhood. You know, I'm sensing that this person reminds you of home. This person makes you feel safe. It reminds you of being a kid again. And I think that a lot of self-improvement has happened in both of your lives. And I feel like with journeys of self-improvement and self-actualization, when we're moving away from karmic energies, part of us wants to return to that childlike energy, return home, to heal that inner child as we're now a more mature adult. And I feel like this is a phase of your lives that you're both coming into, just being able to heal your inner child with a much more healed and mature energy. And I'm sensing that your person really associates this healing with you, and they have something to say that's going to help heal your inner child. And maybe your feelings toward them have been associated with your inner child all this time, but something they say is going to make you feel a lot safer and a lot more healed when it comes to past hurt. But let's take a look at your zodiac and letter charms. Spirit, which of these connect to pile 2? Okay. And I'm feeling these. Okay. So for zodiacs, you guys got Cancer again here, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Taurus. And then we have Virgo, and we have Aries. And for letters, you got T, Z, P, E, N, Q, and W. So those could be yours or their initials. It could be yours or your person's big 3, or they don't have to resonate at all. They are just a cherry on top for the confirmation. If the rest of the reading resonated, it was for you. It is a general reading, so I like to draw these for more confirmation. But with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys today, pile 2. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading from me, I do have my email in the description, and I'll have it posted in the comments, so you guys can contact me there for more information on my prices and services and everything like that. I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Please don't forget to drink water, and I hope you come back next time. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello my beautiful friends who chose pile 3. So if you guys felt attracted to the Astera Tarot and this beautiful light blue astrology die, then this reading is for you. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys is just try and get a read on your person's actions towards you. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 3's person and their actions towards them right now? How is this person acting toward pile 3? Okay. So we have the Empress, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Wow. Okay, so I definitely feel like there are children involved in this situation. Hold on. There you go. You know, you or your person could be a parent, but I am sensing that your person sees you in a very mature and positive light. You could work with children or something along those lines, but they really admire just your maturity, your selflessness, and your nurturing energy. Definitely sensing just a beautiful vibe coming from this individual. The way that they see you, the way they admire you and feel towards you is just incredibly loving and gentle and kind. I feel like they really have nothing but nice things to say to you. They feel like you're a very understanding person. You know, you could be dealing with someone who's juggling a lot of responsibilities right now. I'm sensing that they could be maybe a single parent, maybe they're taking care of siblings or family, but I am sensing that they feel like they need to be a rock for their family. They need to be the person that everyone can depend on. They can never show a vulnerable face. They always have to put on a brave face. You know, they can't waver. They can't act like things are affecting them because so many people are relying on them, and they really have to count on themselves to be able to support not only, you know, their own life, but people's life around them. And I think they're just juggling a lot of different responsibilities, but they feel like you've been so supportive through that and understanding of the fact that, you know, they need a lot of time to themselves to be able to uphold their lifestyle and just keep up all of the different things that they have going on. This could be a same-sex relationship just because I'm sensing just such a familiar and similar energy between you guys. But let's read a little bit more into how your person's acting towards you. I think that they've shown you a lot of affection in the past, but it's possible they're putting a wall up now, distancing themselves a bit, and I think it's because they have some things that they have to worry about, and they're trying to take care of it. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. 3 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. So pile 3, you know, again, I'm sensing that there used to be this beautiful warmth coming from your person. They seem to be really excited about the connection, really happy about you, and really interested in getting to know you a lot better. I think you were really optimistic and you saw a path for the future of this relationship, but then they just cut you out. Like, I think that they started shutting you out, started putting walls up, and started just leaving you out in the cold, possibly because this is a defense mechanism for your person. As I said, I think that they're very used to putting on a brave face, never wavering and pretending that something isn't affecting them when it really is, because they want to be a support for others, and they don't feel comfortable showing that their feelings are making them vulnerable and really weighing on them. So I think that something happened in your person's life, some sort of responsibility that they had to adapt to, some sort of event or change they had to adapt to, and it's just been taking a toll on them. Like, I see them feeling a lot less confident in themselves, and because of that, they're trying to put a wall up for the purpose of self-protection. Like, I see them just not wanting you to see them like this. They're like, I have to, in order to hold on to my personal power and to still feel like myself, I need to put this wall up and create this distance between me and pile 3. Like, I feel like there is this emotional necessity to isolate themselves because it's the only way they know how to heal and process whatever it is that's been happening to them, and it's the only way they know how to continue their control. And they feel like if they continued this relationship with you at this moment, it would just all be too much. All of their emotions would come flowing out, and they don't have the room in their life or the space to adapt to that new way of dealing with things. But I think they still desire to continue on. They don't want to waste the potential here. Like, it's so powerful, it's so strong, their feelings are so strong and beautiful that they don't want to waste the potential here, even though they're dealing with all these other things that really overwhelmed them for a second. So I do think that this is only a temporary distance that you're seeing from your person. I think a lot of you are disappointed that they suddenly pulled away, but it is only a temporary distance, and I see them wanting to reconnect and revive the chemistry here, the emotional intimacy, because they feel like there's so much potential. So I see them reaching out. I see them, saying, okay, I have to communicate and express what's going on, so that we can pick up where we left off. But let's take more of a look into your person's feelings, pile 3. I think a lot of you are just really surprised that this person who was so kind and warm and seemed to really like you just sort of left you out in the cold. But I think you'll see a revival soon. We have the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups, the Tower in the reverse, the Moon, the Chariot. Okay. Oh, a lot came out here. Yeah, I'm gonna put these away, and we're just gonna take these. So, I think that your person right now, pile 3, is drawn to you. Like, they feel this magnetic quality about you where they need to continue on with this connection, and they feel very attracted to you, and they want to come in with some sort of expression of their emotions, some sort of romantic feelings. But at the same time, they're trying to keep this control on their life using their head rather than their heart. And because of that, it's like delaying their ability to express their feelings to you because they still feel this need to isolate themselves. But they feel like you've touched their heart, pile 3. Like, they feel like they have connected with you in a deeper way than they have ever connected with anybody. They've never felt so excited about someone, to just like start a journey, start a relationship. Like, they know they're isolating themselves, and they know that that's bad for them. Like, they want to be able to connect with you and really show you how deeply they care for you and move this connection forward. We have so much major arcana coming out here as well, pile 3. Like, your person's feelings for you are strong, they are powerful, and they are not going to avoid them very much longer. They just need to get a grasp, regain control on their life situation right now. But they're done isolating. Like, they know that they've done it so much in their life that they're done doing that. They're just doing it right now because they're overwhelmed. But once they gather up their self-control again, they are going to come towards you. So if you're dealing with like a longer separation, I think that regardless, it was very sudden for you guys. But if your person hasn't communicated in like a long time, I think that it's just they took a little bit more time gathering control enough to figure out their footing and figure out what to say. But they are coming forward. That is their plan. And divine timing is certainly involved with that as well. But with the moon and the chariot coming up, you or your person could definitely be a Cancer or a Pisces. We have Virgo energy appearing here, as well as Sagittarius. You know, I'm certainly sensing that this person is really afraid of the energy involved in this connection. Like, part of them is really excited about you and really attracted to you and wanting to move forward. But at the same time, they're just really scared of what that means. You know, they're just not used to someone who like talks the way you do and makes them feel the way you do. Again, this could be a same-sex relationship because I'm sensing as well that it's so powerful, it's so familiar, it's so strong, the connection, but at the same time for your person it's very new and they don't know how to navigate it. They feel like they're not ready in a way. So I think that some divine timing was involved in some events happening in their life and causing them to isolate. Because I think just with this Tower in the reverse, I think they never would have chosen to isolate themselves unless something was overwhelming enough to make them do that. Like, they just really weren't intending on creating that distance, but now that they've done so, they're just processing some very big feelings right now. But your person thinks you're so attractive, just in so many ways, you guys. This person is like falling all over themselves over you. They just don't even know how to approach your energy. It's so unique. It's so like powerful and artistic and like free. Like they've never met someone who has just felt so free to be themselves. So these feelings are strong, you guys. But let's read a bit more into what's coming for this connection, pile 3. You have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, but a very good sign. You know, I think union is coming. I think your person's going to make the choice to step out of isolation and to communicate with you, to connect. We have the Three of Pentacles. You know, I think your person's going to let you in. They're going to give you the truth, tell you how they're feeling. Again, we have two Queens. You know, I'm still getting that same-sex energy, but you know, obviously there's no real gender in the tarot. The Tower. Yeah, like your person's gonna break free from their old cycles, and I think some energies that used to make them feel very fearful, as I had picked up on, like I think they're very scared of this connection with you and of stepping into their feelings towards you and really working with them and allowing it into their life. But I think that they are going to finally, the Tower and the Devil, they're going to break free from that fear of just moving on and just doing what it is they want. With the Devil, there is this energy of addiction, this energy of codependency. And I think that the biggest thing that stops people from breaking free from that devil energy is fear. You don't want to be in that bondage and in that devil energy, but at the same time you're there because you don't feel comfortable doing anything else. You're convinced that it's not safe to move forward and move past it and break free. And I think that your person's going to find that strength and that fearlessness to do just that. And they're going to be able to come forward and move this connection along. So this is Capricorn energy as well. But I think they're going to be coming toward you with a lot of passion very soon, pile 3. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking. I think that your person could be watching you. Yeah, so your person's missing you. I'm sensing that even though there's a little bit of a separation right now, your person's really missing you. They're thinking about you. They're watching you. They care about you. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking about you and letting you know. Yes, I see them coming forward and letting you know that you've been on their mind, letting you know what's on their heart. I think they're working on some of their issues that make them shut people out. The chaser in a codependent relationship. Maybe you guys feel this way, like you're the chaser, like a lot of people have rejected you. So, love call, not today, like someone turning the phone away. So, I think that your person is working again on their instinct to shut people out, because we have this love call, but then we have this person just sort of ignoring it. And I think it's because, again, they're just really fearful of their feelings, but I think they're going to get over it. They are going to try and rebuild their perception of which choices and which options are open to them. And I do see them just in whatever isolation period they're in right now. I see them making the choice to come forward. But let's read some channel messages from your person, pile 3. Spirit, what does pile 3's person most want to say to them right now? What do they have to say? Okay. Which of these messages are true to pile 3's person's heart? All right. So we're going to just read them all at once. I am crazy about you. I regret what I did to you back then. Kiss me. You really hurt me. Or maybe they really hurt you, you guys. I am trying to get my affairs in order. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. They have isolated because something's going on in their personal life. Wait for me. You can make me smile like I'm a little kid. You know how to make me really mad. I wrote this as mad instead of angry because I feel like, this could be you know how to make your person angry, but it could also be that you know how to make them crazy for you. I am crazy about you. Would you ever take me back? And your eyes melt me. So I'm definitely feeling like they're wanting to come back. They're wanting to come back into your life. And maybe they regret the way that they distanced themselves, but they feel like they're crazy about you, you guys. Okay, let's roll some astrology dice and grab some charms to close out the reading. Spirit, what does pile 3 need to know about their connection, about their person? Okay, so we have Venus, and I think we had the Empress come up, so Venus in Gemini in the 12th house. We have the Lovers come up too, I believe. Yeah, so your person is afraid of love with that Venus being in the 12th house. You know, this is something that they have blocked out for a long time. I think that they have only had short relationships, flings, things like that, but they've sort of given up on the idea of like a big, committed, serious relationship. Maybe because like they've felt incapable of that because they've had so many other things going on. But I feel like they see you as someone who can truly break down their walls and truly make them feel safe to fall in love. Spirit Witches, these charms might connect with pile 3. Okay. So for zodiacs, you guys got Libra, Virgo, I think we had the Hermit come out too, Pisces, we had the Moon come out, Aquarius, Aquarius again, Aries, and Capricorn. I think we had the Devil come out as well. For letters, you got N, X, M, X again, G, C, I, and R. So these could be your initials, these could be theirs, it could spell a word. The zodiacs could be your big 3, their big 3, whatever the case may be, but they don't have to resonate. If the rest of the reading resonated with you, then the reading was for you. These are just a cherry on top for the confirmation since it is a general reading. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful and it resonated with you. And if it did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. If any of you guys are interested in a personal reading from me, I will have my email in the description and in the comment section so you can contact me there for some more information on my prices and services and everything like that. I really am wishing you guys the best of luck. Please don't forget to drink water. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you here next time. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello, my beautiful friends who chose pile 4. So if you guys felt attracted to the Line Strider Tarot or this purple astrology die, then this reading is for you. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys, pile 4, is try and get a read on your person's actions right now. So how are they behaving? How are they acting towards you guys? Let's see what they're doing. Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 4's person and their actions? Ooh, so we have the 9 of Swords. Okay. All right. Got a few popping out here. The 9 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the 3 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So I'm feeling like your person is in a really difficult place in their life. I'm sensing a heavy masculine energy, just in the sense that this individual feels a strong responsibility to take care of their affairs without help. You know, it's difficult for them to ask for help, and they definitely don't like to feel like someone else is supporting them or like they're relying on somebody else. And I think that it's causing them a lot of pressure and responsibility right now to just be strong enough to handle the stuff that's going on. They could be working really hard at their job. You know, I think that this is someone who could be in a high position in their work. They could have power or command over others in their work. And I think that they're working a lot. I think that they're maybe working nights, losing sleep, spending a lot of their time at their job because they just want to have control over a certain situation and figure it out completely on their own. You know, I think there's a financial situation that could be going on with your person, pile 4, but they are really invested in their job right now, and they're just trying to fill up their own cup and make sure that they themselves are taken care of, feeling good, feeling okay. And it's possible that because of that, they're sort of ignoring you. You know, I see them feeling like they're alone with their thoughts. They have no one to talk to, sort of like a lone wolf type of energy. And most of their life is working right now, and I feel like they're heading quickly towards a burnout. It's possible that you guys aren't in contact with your person, or this is just someone who has unexpectedly distanced themselves from you, but I'm highly sensing that they're spending a lot of time alone and doing something they really don't even want to be doing, but they feel like they have to. Let's see here. Yeah, the Emperor is definitely going along with this energy that I'm sensing here. Just this person who feels like they need to take care of business, take care of their responsibilities, thinking about some sort of future that they're trying to prepare for. They could be a father or just a parent in general, or they could be someone who, again, is just like, they could own a business, they could take care of a business, manage something that's very difficult to manage right now. But I feel like they're just trying to like take care of a project and they have to rely on themselves to do it. And they're just sort of working on that 24/7. They could really be distancing themselves from you right now. There could be some physical distance. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, I see you guys really wondering about the future or how things are going to work out in the future. And I see your person wondering about that as well, not really knowing what to do or how things are going to work out. We have Judgment. I'm going to pull this one as well, the Knight of Swords. So I feel like you guys could be dealing with someone who's sort of in and out of your life. Like sometimes there will be silence for a long period of time, and then out of nowhere your person comes in and starts communicating with you like nothing ever happened and like there was never distance. And you guys might be a little bit confused because they'll just distance themselves and then they'll come back and communicate, but like not even share anything vulnerable or deep about what they're going through or how their life has been. They'll just sort of act like you guys were talking the whole time, pretend it's very nonchalant and just jump right into a conversation. And I think a lot of you guys are like, where do I stand with this person? Like sometimes they'll reach out and talk to me. Sometimes they'll just distance themselves completely. I don't really know what they want or what we're doing in this situation. But let's go ahead and take a look at how your person is feeling, because I think that they themselves, pile 4, they don't even know. Like they are spending so much of their time completely consumed by some sort of work, some sort of responsibility, that most of their emotions are buried very, very deep, because if they were to be in touch with what they truly want, they wouldn't be doing all of this work. They wouldn't be dedicating themselves to their job like this. So they have to just mute that part of themselves, say, hey, I'm a grown-up, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and I won't worry about whether this is what I want or if it's not, because this is going to get me to where I need to be. And I think that, you know, they really get an escape from talking to you guys sometimes. Like you guys might be getting the most infrequent, confusing communication from this person, but they're literally like talking to you at any moment they can get, it seems like, with this Page of Swords and this Knight of Swords. Like they could literally be texting you while there's a catastrophe going on at work in front of them. But it's like the only moment they have to talk to you guys. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling like there's still a lot going on here. But let's take more of a look at how your person's feeling towards you right now. Pile 4. Spirit. Pile 4's person feeling. We have the King of Cups. Okay. The Emperor. Death. We have this Emperor coming up here twice as well. So you or your person could be an Aries, this King of Wands as well, to represent a fire sign. You know, it's possible they're a Leo or a Sagittarius as well, because we're just getting that fiery energy. They could be a Scorpio with the Death card. You know, the King of Cups and Death are both representative of someone feeling so much more deeply on the inside than they're making it out to be on the outside. I think there's just a lot of insecurities within your person, a lot of vulnerable feelings, feelings of powerlessness, feelings of not being in control, hopelessness in a way, and they bury that stuff down deep. But they also have these powerful feelings towards you. It's just they're kind of insecure about where they're at in their life. You know, I think that with their position, with their job and all the things they have to do, they're like, I could never maintain a romance, a relationship right now with this person. Like, they really want to impress you, but at the same time, like, they don't have the time to impress you. So they're just feeling really insecure. I think that they're trapped in a certain situation. Again, this is connected with Capricorn. Like, there's some kind of responsibility on their shoulders, and they're like, I cannot like waver. I can't take a second to breathe. I can't do anything to compromise this situation. They're like shackled at the wrist to whatever responsibility, job, career situation they have going on. So it's just like impossible for them. They have these deeper, tender emotions towards you. They often think about what it must seem like from your perspective, just the way that they're communicating, how often they can communicate. But I'm sensing, you guys, that you're like the highlight of their day. Like, they love getting a chance to talk to you. They love it. But at the same time, they don't know what to do moving forward. So let's see, we have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think the thing too is your person just isn't telling you what's going on in their life. Like, I think a lot of you guys could be confused, but they're just sitting on some sort of truth, something they have not said. And I think they know with extreme clarity how they feel about you. They're very aware that they have strong feelings towards you. And I think like a lot of you guys know that. Like, you wish you knew how your person felt, and they know with extreme clarity how they feel. It's just a matter of telling you. You know, sometimes people are very confused on their emotions. They don't know where they stand. They don't know what their feelings mean. Your person knows. They've done that inspection inside of themselves, and they know that they care for you and that you have been like this light in their life, this highlight in their life in a very stressful situation. But it's just a matter of telling you that that's the case. I mean, the Two of Pentacles obviously fits in with this situation. We have the Queen of Wands. You know, your person's really physically attracted to you. I think some of you guys could be insecure about that, or wondering whether they're distant because this person isn't physically attracted to you. It's also possible you're talking through some sort of form of social media, like somewhere where you would be publicly posting images of yourself, because I'm sensing that you guys are wondering if your person like doesn't want to look at you. Like you're wondering if you're attractive enough for them to be attracted to you. You might be like looking at all the things they can see of you publicly, like looking through your social media, staring at photos of yourself that you've sent them, and just wondering if you look attractive enough, and maybe that's why they're not communicating. But that's not the case. You guys need to take the burden off of yourselves in thinking you're the reason, because your person thinks a lot more highly of you than you know, and you're not doing anything wrong or doing anything to push them away. It's just that they have to juggle so many situations right now that they're like exhausted and they don't really know what to do about this connection. But let's read more, because there are romantic emotions here. There's physical attraction here. It's just a matter of them telling you. So Spirit, like, what's coming forward in the near future for pile 4? What are they going to see from their person? We have the Queen of Cups. You might see a bit more tenderness, and that came out right on top of that King of Cups too. You know, maybe you're going to feel very soon like your person's on the same page. Yeah, you know, it's possible they'll end up overcoming whatever scenario that they're in or facing a transition of some kind, because they might take the reins a little bit. I see them planning to do something. They're planning on, you know, coming forward with an offer. It's just a matter of when. You know, I do see for a lot of you, it's in the works. Like your person's planning on just being like, hey, I know I was distant. I'm super sorry about that. Do you want to have dinner? You know what I mean? Like I see this person coming forward and making some plans with you, making some sort of offer. I think you guys are going to be really surprised by what your person comes forward and says, because I think that you don't realize how much they share your feelings or what an impression that you've made on them. Like, I'm sensing that a lot of you see yourselves in a very different way from the way your person sees you. Like they see so much like value in you. And a lot of you guys might be like criticizing yourself, picking yourself apart over and over and over again, wondering what your flaws could be, wondering what you did wrong or what they're criticizing you about in their head or why they've judged you negatively. And it's none of that. None of what you're thinking, they're thinking is what's happening. Like they see you in a very positive light. They admire a lot of qualities about you, the way you talk, the way you act. And they like you. Let's read from the Island Time Wellness Oracle. And just what we're gonna see moving forward. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, or person. So I am feeling like that's what's happening for you guys right now. If it's not happening yet, it might happen soon. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Yeah, I think you guys are gonna get like some silence, or there's a period of silence that's happening right now, and it might continue for a while. Again, there's a plan in the works, but I still see your person pulling away for a bit. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, temptation, palm tree, stability, security, growth, flexibility. Yeah, I see a transition coming forward here where your person's finally free to pursue you, and I think it'll transition the connection into a much more stable energy. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, self-appreciation. Again, like I'm sensing a lot of you are really insecure about this connection, but when your person tells you how they truly feel, you're gonna feel a lot better about yourself. Like it'll be a nice burst of confidence for you. Endings bring new beginnings. soulmates, Cupid's arrow, karmic relationship. You know, soulmates and karmic relationship, you know, it's really possible you guys are in this phase of emotional codependency. Maybe you recently had a karmic relationship, or you're trying to move past one, and that could be what's motivating a lot of your insecurities here. But I think that your person's gonna come with a really unexpected energy for you guys. But let's end off this reading with some channeled messages, pile 4. Spirit, what does pile 4's person want to say to them? Which of these messages are true to their person's heart? What can you see, Spirit, that pile 4 would like to say, or pile 4's person would like to say? Okay, you guys, let's take a look. I am trying not to hurt anyone. How could you? You know, I was sensing with this seduction card and the self-indulgence card that for some of you, you could have like moved on from this connection because you felt your person pulling away, you felt a distance. You could be like pursuing other relationships, again, because you just don't like how insecure this dynamic has made you feel. So your person could be hurt by that. I plan on trying to treat you better. I definitely, like, this exactly sums up the energy that I was feeling so strongly. So that's beautiful. You are my soulmate. We have that soulmate card come out. I've really enjoyed the time we spent together. I feel like a lot of you guys need to hear this. I love how much you can make me laugh. I'm glad I met you. That's cute. I know I wasn't fair to you. There are obstacles between us that you can't see. Definitely. I'm so grateful for how patient you are with me. I think I was saying too that your person sees you as someone who's been very patient with them. I want to come back to you. Yes, so hopefully those resonated with some of you guys and confirmed some of the things that I said, some of the things you've been feeling. Let's roll some astrology dice for you guys. What does pile 4 need to know moving forward, Spirit? Okay. So we have Mercury in Leo in the 2nd house. So yeah, I think that your person has a lot of love for you, but there's someone who really prioritizes their financial wellness. I think that this could be someone with a good job or like a business again or something like that, because like they are at the door to financial abundance, it seems. And I'm sensing that they're just trying to be successful in that, right? But that doesn't mean that they haven't noticed you. That doesn't mean they don't see the value in you. And I think that they're going to communicate that they see that value very soon. But let's take a look at some letter and zodiac charms. Spirit, which of these could connect to pile 4? Okay, and okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Virgo, Capricorn. Yes, we saw that Capricorn energy earlier, I believe. Scorpio, and we had also seen Death come out. Scorpio again. Aquarius and Libra. And for letters, you got J, O, X, A, Q, N, M, U, Y, and P. So those could be you or your person's initials. These could be your big three or your person's big three. Maybe these letters spell something for you. However it resonates, because it is a general reading, and if the terms don't apply to you at all, that's fine. It's just a cherry on top for confirmation. If the rest of the reading resonated, then it was for you. But with that being said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed your reading pile 4. I hope it was helpful and that it resonated with you, and if it did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading from me, then I have my email in the description and in the comment section so that you guys can contact me there for some more information. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please don't forget to drink some water, and I hope to see you here next time. Okay, bye-bye.